Hey everybody, welcome to we're going to call this an Alaska FWOP. This is a FWOP episode, meaning we record it, FWOP, it comes right out. And we're in Alaska, so it's an Alaska FWOP. And I'm here with my friend, and I like to think of him as my personal pilot, Vance. Here's a Robertus. Robertus, okay. Yeah. We always call you Robertus.
Hey.
I knew Vance is a float plane pilot. This is his float plane right here. This is his personal plane. You'd call him like you're a bush pilot.
Yeah.
Like an Alaska bush pilot, flies on floats. I knew Vance prior when he was flying down here in Southeast Alaska for an aviation outfit. He left the aviation outfit, started his own aviation outfit called Blackrock Aviation, and he's a one-man, one-plane show.
Right.
Right. You've been flying for how many years?
Float planes, 23 years.
How long flying in general?
About 30.
Yeah. Born in Nebraska?
Colorado.
Oh, Colorado.
Yeah. Lived in Nebraska for a while.
Okay.
As a kid.
Yeah. Born in Colorado, lived in Nebraska. Came to Alaska at what age?
I was probably about 35, 36, somewhere in there.
Okay. Yeah. Had you always known you wanted to fly?
Yeah. Yeah. I just kind of grew up out in rural areas and like the just watching crop dusters and stuff. And,
oh, that's how you got interested.
Yeah.
And so, at what point, if you wanted to be a pilot and you want to, and you love remote areas and you like to hunt, you like to fish.
Yeah.
At what point in your life, at what age did you be like, man, if you're going to do it in Alaska? Like what drew you to that part of it?
I worked for the airlines as an aircraft mechanic for several years before I finished all my ratings.
The big airlines?
Yeah, I worked for Continental Airlines way back when. And
wrenching on airplanes?
Yeah. I worked for Boeing. Anyway, I saw those guys that, dragging the black suitcases around, and none of them were smiling.
Yeah.
So it's like living out of a suitcase, and the ones I knew were all divorced or, going through a divorce. So I'm like,
drinking in hotel bars every night.
Oh yeah. I'm like, I don't think I want to do that route, but I want to fly. And then I had my private light. I had my commercial rating, and then I went and got a float plane add-on, and I'm like, okay, that's it. That's what I want to do. I want to fly floats.
Yeah.
I kind of knew I wanted to do that, but getting in the door somewhere to do it, it's the tough part.
What do you mean?
Getting the hours before someone will even put you in the seat.
Oh, you mean like to hire you got to have hours, commercial hours.
You got to have float time. You got to have Alaska time. You got to have.
Got it.
All this. Everyone has all these requirements, but.
Got you. So it takes a while to get. You need to have the job to get the job.
Right. You got to start somewhere else. Usually in Alaska, like flying wheels or something.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, I flew out of Bethel, Fairbanks for a year. And then racked up a bunch of hours up there, and then I got back down here to fly floats.
And this is like the world's capital of float plane activity, Southeast Alaska.
I don't know if it is anymore. It used to be. Lake Hood's pretty busy with float planes too, up in Anchorage and stuff.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, there's not as much industry as there used to be here, as far as like commercial industry. There's the tourism, but there used to be a lot of logging camps and stuff, and that kept float planes real busy almost year round. Got it.
So as that industry dried up, that's affected how many float plane operators are working and how many hours you can get?
I would say so, yeah. Your guys aren't flying as many hours as they used to.
Got it.
Unless you're hauling, unless you have the mail contracts or something like that.
Yep. And a ton of guys in your occupation do flight seeing.
Right.
But you tend to do some of that when you do, but you tend to work for outfitters. You fly guys like us.
Right.
Yeah, you don't do as many flight seeing tours as you do kind of like working operations.
Right. I'll do fishing lodges and people with cabins like you, remote stuff.
Yep.
Hunters.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But everyone has to do tours too, just fill in the gaps and make some extra money for the year, so.
How do you, here's the thing that often comes up, and you guys get sick of asking about it. How do you, in your mind, how do you quantify the risk of being a float plane pilot in Alaska? And just real quick, like you guys are flying by, you're not instrument flying.
No.
You're flying by what you can see.
Visual, yeah. Visual flight rules.
Visual flight rules.
Yep.
So like because anytime I'll talk to people and be like, oh yeah, we have a cabin, and when we go out to our cabin, we charter a plane. And people always comment on like, what is the risk? How do you picture, like, how do you deal with or imagine the risk of being a pilot? Like, you have to know, I'm sure you do, you have to know in your career, a lot of pilots who've had wrecks. Some survived, had wrecks, and some died. Like, how do you begin to think about it?
If you're not thinking about it or about the risk, if you don't have a little bit of a, if something doesn't scare you anymore, I mean, even just a little bit, then you're probably not, if you're too numb to it, then you probably shouldn't be doing it,
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. I mean, there's risk out here, I mean, but
do you ever feel like, as a pilot, you don't feel afraid because you're making you're always making your calculation, like you're the final say.
But yeah,
like we go or we don't go.
Right. Yeah, but there's still always that that gut feeling. It's like, nope, not gonna do that. You gotta listen to that.
Do you get like a feeling?
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah. You don't want to be flying and have that, but you get into situations where it's a little windy here, a little gusty there, and it's like, yep, I'm not landing there. It's no good. So,
what is the biggest enemy? Is it visibility or wind?
It's usually a combination. Yeah, it's usually just wind shear, gusts, and visibility. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of times it's a combination here in Southeast. You get all of it at one time. You get low visibility with gusty winds and just, it's all, it could be a combination of it. It could be, I don't know, but the winds they could be pretty bad sometimes here, Get up in the 70s and stuff, but you're not flying during that stuff. So.
70 miles an hour.
Oh yeah, in the wintertime, but we don't fly in that.
There's this idea, and I always tell people this, I don't even know if it's actually true. Is it like when you're in an area that's all water and you're on floats, isn't it some solace that there's always a place to land, or is it not that simple?
Depends on the water. In the middle of the straits when it's 8-footers.
What happens then?
You might get it down, but
it ain't gonna be soft.
It ain't gonna be soft, and it may not stay together on you.
I see.
It may bust apart on you.
So what is the best, how do you describe, what kind of seas can you land in, or what kind of seas does it become inadvisable?
Well, I mean, you can land in 2-footers pretty easy in this plane, but you start getting any bigger than that, it's pretty rough landing.
So 6 foot is no good?
No, no good, yeah.
Because there's nothing smooth to hit.
No, you're gonna hit one wave and go into the next one. So,
got it.
Yeah.
There's a thing nice to think it wasn't true about. It's got to be true. Okay, we talked about rough water. Yeah. Let's talk about calm water.
Yeah.
Is it true that you can have a body of water be so still that you need to create chop?
Yeah.
So that when you start going, the float's got something to bounce on, or else the surface tension of the water holds the plane in?
Yeah, it's almost like a suction. Yeah, it'll keep you down on the water. You gotta have some ripples sometimes. Like small lake or something that's just flat calm, and you need the whole lake to get off.
You'll cut circles.
You'll do a circle or two, make some ripples, and then once you hit those, boom, you'll pop off the water. Yeah.
Because it'll actually skip you up a little bit.
Yeah, it'll break that tension.
Yeah.
You can lift one float at a time too. It's called glassy water. Yeah.
Yep.
It's a thing. Yeah.
When you're in your area, there's lakes you'll land on. But let's say you were in an area and you only had to you're in an area and you're in an area you've never been for just whatever reason, and you're determining, can I land in a lake or not? What are you looking for?
Well, you're looking for the size for one. A lot of times I'll look at maps and try to get some measurements.
Because you need how many yards of water?
Oh, probably 900 is nice to have 900 yards.
Okay, so a lot.
Yeah, I mean, especially for a lake you haven't been into, right? So then you're also looking for the approach and departure. If there's is there terrain, is there trees, can you come in flat over the creek that it's draining out of it or whatever? Is it one way in, one way out?
Yeah.
Can you do a step turn in there? Is it wide enough for that? Yeah, there's quite a few variables.
Yeah, and then you got to think like you always have to come into the wind.
Not always. You can land downwind, but
you can land downwind.
Just it's going to increase your ground run when you touch down.
Can you take off with the wind?
Oh, with the tailwind? Yeah.
You can.
Yeah. I mean, for experienced pilots, you can do it. Yeah, you don't want to do that if you're just starting out on floats, but yeah, you always want to take off into the wind is preferred.
Well, sometimes when you come in here, you circle.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Looking for debris.
Oh, that's what you're scouting for, debris.
Logs and.
I always picture you up there calculating wind directions. You're just looking, is it clear?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wind.
That and also the wind, but I can usually tell the wind before I get here. I've been in here so much, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can usually tell the wind from a distance after you've been flying for a while. But that's the biggest thing on floats is reading the water and knowing where the wind's coming from.
Got it.
What it's doing. So,
what's the worst thing clients can do when you charter a flight? Like, what's the most annoying thing passengers do?
Put a camera right in my face.
Yeah. But next to that, I know that's the worst.
Yeah,
that's
or touch the controls.
Like I understand your policy. Once a guy, not an interview person, but once a camera guy points a camera at you, he's done, right? He's to a new air carrier.
Well, no, it's not necessarily that. It's like if they ask first and like can I film you? That's fine. But when I start a takeoff roll and they stick a camera in my face.
Oh, you don't like that?
Yeah.
Have I done that? I haven't done that.
It's going to be like, I need to see where I'm going. You're obstructing my view for one,
You know one of the funniest things I've seen you do?
Yeah.
Funny to me. We were taking off out of your shop, your hangar, and we're like coming out of your hangar, coming out into just for people listening, where Vance's hangar is, when he comes out of there's like commercial airline traffic.
Yeah.
I mean, different, but it's a busy airspace.
Yeah.
There's other float planes, there's an airport. I had my neighbor with me, and it was like, you were coming out, and because you're flying, like, you just got to see what's going on. I remember you reaching and grabbing my neighbor. He was leaning forward to look at something. I remember you doing this. Yeah. Because you needed to check for traffic.
Yeah.
It's like being in a car, You're like, I need to look out that way and see what's going on before I pull out.
Yeah.
So that, and then what's the dumbest question you ever gotten about from when you're flying with somebody?
Oh, geez, I don't know. There's lots of them.
Too many to name.
Yeah, too many to name. Like people that are off of ships, they'll ask, what's the elevation?
At the ocean.
Yeah, they get off a cruise ship and then they get on your float plane on the same body of water and they'll ask what the elevation is on this lake. Like, well, you're on the ocean still. You got off that ship right there.
You're at zero.
You're at zero. I tell them like 4 feet because that's about what, 6 feet. If I was sitting off.
That's how high they are.
Off the water, yeah.
Here's my last question for you, because this is a fantasy I have. Well, first I'll set it up with a story. I was just in Africa with my family, and we were flying in small aircraft. We were flying in caravans.
Yeah.
A lot of caravans there. So my older boy, 15-year-old, he was sitting up front.
Right.
Okay. He fancies himself that just by observing a pilot, he's got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we get on another plane, and my little boy, who's 10, gets invited to ride up front.
Yeah.
And my older boy then, who's miffed because he likes to be up front.
Right.
He says, "Well, a lot of good it's going to do us having him up front if something were to happen to the pilot."
Because your older boy thinks he can fly it.
Because after observing, he's like, "I'm cool. Like if this guy has a heart attack, I'm cool." What I sit there and always thinking, like, let's say, I don't know, Vance has a massive heart attack and dies. What am I going to do? Is it like odd? Like people have this fantasy. I don't know if you know this, but people have this fantasy. We joke about it. Is anyone ever that's never flown gonna like get the hang of it in time to figure it out?
I don't know. It depends on the person, I think. I mean, like if they're, if they've grown up operating things like boats and cars, and they're mechanically, they might.
Like you might be up there and fiddle around enough to get where you could at least
Yeah.
survive the landing.
Yeah. Possibly, yeah.
Huh, you hear that, Seth?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
watch.
You don't
Just the
want
other day, I asked him what he's always doing up here, and now I understand that.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to
He's
like,
got this little, Vance has this little thing he likes to fiddle with right here. I didn't think it did anything, but it does. It has something to do with it.
a trim wheel. It's a trim. Yeah.
I just thought he likes doing it because
Yeah.
it never feels like anything happening when
Yeah,
you do it.
that's because I'm holding pressure on the yoke, and you don't feel that. I feel it, and then I take the pressure off with this, and I can release pressure on my
Got it.
arms. Yeah.
So, what's an old pilot? When are you too old to fly?
I don't know, 70, 60.
60?
I'm joking. No,
Oh.
I'm almost 60
Come on
already.
now. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think as long as you feel healthy enough to do it,
Yeah.
I think the airlines. I think the cutoff is 65. I think. 64.
Okay. But you could do this later.
Oh, I could do it. Yeah.
You could be licensed and keep flying.
Yeah, into my 70s, 80s probably if I wanted to. But yeah, I think I want to go that long.
So do you like the stress of being your own guy, your own plane, your own guy, handling your own business? Do you prefer that stress over the stress of being in charge of a big operation with tons of planes and tons of pilots? It's probably different stresses, but both stressful.
I prefer this.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it more peaceful being a lone operator?
Yeah, I mean, you're working hard, but it's like you're doing it for yourself, though. You know what I mean? Just like any self-employed person, right? It's just a little more satisfaction in your job,
Yeah.
Because it's you're not doing it for him or them. You're doing it for you.
But man, when it's busy time of year, man, you got long days.
Yeah.
For instance, I knew all kinds of junk you do every night. I had no idea that every night you got to wash the plane to get the salt water.
Well,
off.
I have help. I do have.
Oh, you do have help with that?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Ariana's helped me this summer. She's great. So, yeah. She.
But it's a job, man. It's like
we don't soap scrub it every night. We at least rinse it off so you get the salt off of it. Yeah. But it's.
But more, I guess my point, rather than just simply washing, my point is it's not like when you're done, you like park and walk away.
Right.
There's a lot.
Right.
And then every blank hours you got to do this, and every blank hours you got to do that.
Yeah. But it's it's a short season. I mean, it's pretty hectic, but in another 2 months it'll be really slow. So
yeah, you got time to take care of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. So tell people. So you fly anything within how many miles of catch can? What's the farthest you roam?
Longest charter I've done is probably up to Juneau. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
2.5 hours. So.
Now I know people that are pilots who say that they like to fly with you because you're such an exceptional pilot.
Oh, well, thanks.
Yeah.
Whoever they are.
Captain Mac.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Captain Mac is a pilot.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's my pilot. He likes you.
Yeah.
So Blackrock Aviation, that's a little bit a glimpse into the life of a float plane pilot. A lot of people have dreams of coming out and being pilots.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I had it, and I just realized that it's probably better just to charter a plane.
Yeah.
You know, I used to think like I'm gonna get my own plane, and now I'm like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
You're gonna fly with Vance.
It's a commitment.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it,
Commitment.
Yeah. If you're gonna do that.
So Blackrock Aviation out of Ketchikan, Alaska. Vance
Robertus.
Robert, I'll never remember that, dude. Vance Robertus, sole proprietor, pilot, private, owns his own plane, flies around.
I'm a mechanic too.
Flies around beautiful Alaska, getting everybody to their fishing spots on time.
Yeah. That's what we try to do.
Thanks for doing the interview, man. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. Thank you, everybody.